Hi everyone, this is John Corley at Plant-Based Life, and today I'm going to do a video talking about the plant-based life, what it's all about, plant-based nutrition, a plant-based lifestyle. What are we on about? Okay, so I mean, you know, I've been doing videos for quite a while. Only a few of them have actually been really focused on food and nutrition. I talk about a whole host of different subjects, you know, like mindfulness, exercise, which is a big passion of mine. You know, obviously I do talk about nutrition as well. I've done videos before on my own plant-based journey, and also, you know, other reasons why you'd go 100% whole food plant-based, and tips on this. But I want to get into it in a little bit more detail, because one thing I've noticed recently, the term plant-based. Now, up until, you know, a year or two ago, it meant, you know, you was 100% whole food plant-based, you was getting all your food as nature intended. Fruits and, you know, vegetables as they come out of the ground, as they come off the tree, you know, seeds, nuts, you know, and other plant-based foods that you can eat, right? But I've noticed that the term plant-based is being used very loosely now by a lot of people, where they could be eating meat 2 or 3 times a week and then the rest of the time eating mainly plants. Well, that's not plant-based. I mean, it's certainly not 100% whole food plant-based anyway, right, which is what we prescribe to do. But it's a bit of a shame, because, you know, plant-based life, we promote, you know, that 100%. Having said that, we don't judge anybody, so we want you to get more plants on your plate. So, you know, we do help people go from that stage, if they are still eating the animal products and everything else, that you do slowly get more plants on your plate, and then eventually make that decision to go 100% whole food plant-based. We do hope you do that, because we do believe that, you know, the meat and especially dairy products are causing major problems in our health. But, you know, the meat is a big issue. You know, we don't digest it properly. You don't get all the nutrients that it supposedly has anyway, because your microbiome doesn't absorb them very well, because your digestion works so hard trying to digest this stuff. And then obviously there's the factory farming element, you know, the cruelty to the animals, the problems with the environment, and then all the hormones and everything else that's pumped into these poor animals that gets transferred into the meat that humans eat. Right now, as I say, I don't talk about this very often, because people think, oh, here we go, here's someone telling me what I should and shouldn't do. But look, from a health perspective, an environmental perspective, and just for better well-being of the planet, it's a really no-brainer, you know, to eat this way. But I don't want to see the term plant-based used for just getting a few plants on your plate each week. I want it to be the term that you are living this lifestyle. And it's not a diet. You know, people say plant-based diet. It's not a diet, it's a lifestyle. We're not about calorie restriction. Might add in a little bit of intermittent fasting. I do quite a lot of juice feasting. I talk a lot about that. But, you know, it's just about getting quality, nutritious foods on your plate and building that alkaline environment in your body to make you heal from disease and, you know, recover from exercise quicker. The benefits of 100% whole food plant-based are amazing. I've been eating a raw plant-based diet for the last couple of years and doing a lot of juice feasts as well, which I've found to be amazing, really good, you know. I don't know if I'm going to eat this way forever, but I do really enjoy this way of eating. I'm going to do a lot more videos about that, you know, because I'm a Pilates instructor, a functional movement specialist, a personal trainer. I'm also doing a food coaching course at the moment, so I'm going to go more into food coaching, although I have been doing a lot of that with clients anyway. As a personal trainer, you do that. You can advise on food to eat. You can't actually write meal plans as a personal trainer. You have to have a nutrition, and we do have a fully qualified nutritionist that works with Plant-Based Life. We do have other food coaches as well, and we're here to help you make this journey to plant-based. But I just want people to realise, you know, our long-term vision is that you go that 100% route. You know, we don't force you into it. We want you, first of all, just to get a few plants on your plate, but eventually, you know, to call it a plant-based lifestyle, you know, or, you know, plant-based way of living, you know, whatever you want to call it, I don't want it to be you eating animal products once or twice a week. I want them eventually gone. I want you to get the benefit of it, you know, and learn why we prescribe to this way of eating. And I'll be doing more videos to talk about it in more depth, because it's a subject I realise I haven't spoken enough about. And nutrition can be very, you know, contentious. It can be very controversial, and you come on to videos and you start talking about it and everyone will attack you. They say, you're not a nutritionist, you're not this, you're not that. Well, at the end of the day, you know, we can give an opinion on things, and it's a free world to do that. But I'm a results-based person, okay? It's not always about, you know, don't get me wrong, it's very important to have a fully qualified nutritionist give you your nutritional advice. But you need to find a good one, right? But what I find is the most important thing is that what they tell you, regardless of whether they're a nutritionist or they're not, it's results-based, right? On a larger scale, they've had results for many people. There's a lot of people out there doing a lot of good things in the food and nutrition space, and they're not qualified nutritionists, but they've been getting amazing results for many years. So would you discredit the information they're giving? I wouldn't, because I like to go for the results, you know. But that's not to say that they're better than a nutritionist, or a nutritionist is better, or whatever. Every person's unique regardless of what qualification they got. But I will say that when a person who does a degree in nutrition, they will definitely have a far better grounding in overall nutrition and the basis of, you know, how that food is utilised by the body, and, you know, what certain nutrients are worth, and, you know, from different foods. Of course they're going to have a better understanding of that, and much more, you know. But there are people out there who don't have those qualifications, who do have a very thorough understanding as well, and I don't think their opinion should be discredited, especially if they're getting results to help people and help people get to that better version of themselves, you know. But anyway, I've gone on to a bit of a different tangent on this. The main reason was to talk about what a plant-based lifestyle is, and why, you know, you should do one, and why I don't like the term plant-based being used in that way, where people are still eating the animal products and saying they're on a plant-based diet. I don't agree with that. There's even cafes out there that call themselves plant-based, but they're still selling animal products. It doesn't make sense, and it's not good, you know. So that's something that needs to be addressed. Anyway, remember, peace, movement and plants.